Hello and welcome to another Doctor Who collection update. Yes, I'm doing my December/Christmas collection update, showing you all the things I picked up in December and of course got for Christmas. So I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. So without further ado, let's just dive straight into the things I got before Christmas. We have DWM talking about all the New Year special resolution. Obviously it doesn't mention the villain, which has now been revealed. If you don't know and you want to keep it spoiler free, I'm not going to mention it. But yeah, nice DWM. And then we have this, the 2019 yearbook, which I didn't even know existed until Christmas Eve when it arrived. I was just like, oh, that's strange, because DWM haven't confirmed it, but now they have, and it's out on the 3rd of January. And it basically covers all of Series 11, which is very nice. Kablam, probably the best episode of Series 11 in my opinion. Rose is very good, but I think Kablam's more of a fun watch, and I feel like Rosa, you've got to be in the mood to really enjoy. Rose is probably my second favourite episode. But yeah, basically goes behind the scenes on Series 11 and covers some of the merchandise like the Blu-ray box set. So yeah, basically 2018 in a nutshell for Doctor Who in this magazine. So the next item I'm going to show you is a very special item, and it was given to me by my granddad, and it is this lovely walking stick. Now as a kid, it always reminded me of the first Doctor's walking stick, and you know what, it still does, because it's got the whole sort of spiral design, which I believe it's made from holly and basically ivy wrapped around it, and that's how you got this spiral thing. It's been in the family for about 100 plus years, so it's a very old thing, and it's just a really nice little set piece, and it just, you know, works rather nice as like a little item just leaned up against the TARDIS cupboard, and it just looks very nice. It's a thing of beauty, and I just really like it. It's just, yeah, not much you can say, but it's a fabulous little walking stick, which isn't technically Doctor Who, but it does remind me of a Doctor Who thing in the form of the first Doctor's walking stick. Obviously the handle's wrong, but you know, this is made of solid wood. But yeah, very nice. Next up we have the only book within this collection update, and it is this, The Good Doctor, the first tie-in novel for Series 11, where we see Graham become a god and get worshipped. How lovely. Everybody worshipped Graham, because Graham, oh, you were just the best thing about Series 11, weren't you? Yes, so I saw this in Asda for £4, and I thought, you know what, £4, let's do it, let's buy it, and yeah, here it is. I've started reading it, and I'm enjoying it so far. I feel like Juno Dawson is working off Rosa, as in terms of reference material when writing this. That was her sort of reference point, because the 13th Doctor in this book is very much like how she is in Rosa. Like the first scene she appears within the book, she literally stops this whole conflict, and it's just great how she just has that authority, and I feel like that's what the 13th Doctor was lacking within the TV show, authority, and I just feel like she has authority within this book. I mean, I'm only, 5 chapters within this book, and I'm really enjoying it. I mean, it could go either way still, because I've heard very mixed reviews, but you know what, so far I'm really enjoying it, and it does, I think people have compared it to The Ark, that William Hartnell story. And I quite like The Ark, so it'd be quite nice to see that kind of a modern twist on The Ark, really. But you know, it's Graham being a god, so I'm gonna like it, because Graham, you were. So the final items nice. I'm going to show you before we actually get into the Christmas stuff. I renewed my Big Finish subscription, so I picked up the Quantum Possibility Engine. Again, I've basically done a whole video dedicated to the main range stories of 2018. So if you want to know my opinion on all 13 releases and see them, worst from best, then, check out that video. So Quantum Possibility Engine, very good story, and concludes the 7th Doctor Ace and Mel stuff. Next up we have Warlock's Cross, the conclusion for the Unit trilogy, and I would say it's a very good conclusion. Obviously 7th Doctor and Klein, and yeah, it's by Steve Lyons, so it's gonna be a good story because it's Steve Lyons. Then we have The Mules of Fire with the 7th Doctor, Ace, Hex and Iris Wildtime. I think that this was released at the perfect time, because obviously December, you're very jolly and festive and all that, and this isn't technically a Christmas story, but it's just one of those nice wacky audios just to enjoy listening to. Then we have the last main range story, The Hunting Ground, which I enjoyed. It was a story what surprised me. I didn't expect to enjoy it, but you know what, I did enjoy it overall as a story. And then of course, when you get a 13 release subscription, you get to select a free gift, and I selected a Companion Chronicle of the Pyrelius Effect by George Mann. So yeah, look forward to giving that story a go. So kicking off with the Christmas stuff now, and I think that this box set was under everyone's tree, so let's kick off this Blu-ray section with Season 19. Ooh, what can I say what's not already been said? It's absolutely gorgeous. hang on, that's been said already, but yes, it is absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to start watching this. If you missed out on season 12 and you regret it, honestly, pick up season 19 so you don't have that same regret, because honestly, these Blu-ray box sets are worth it, because it's not just like you're getting a repackage of the DVDs, you're getting newer elements, and obviously you're getting the stories on Blu-ray, which is always a plus, isn't it, really? So yeah, haven't watched any of season 19 yet, but you know what? I'm probably just going to disappear for about 2 weeks just watching this. So if I'm not on YouTube for about a month, then you probably know where I am, because I'm probably watching season 19. So yes, absolutely lovely, and I cannot wait to dive in to the behind the scenes stuff, because this box set seems to have a lot more to offer than season 12 in terms of new special features and whatnot, and I cannot wait to get season 18. It would have been nice to have season 18 out first, because then you could literally marathon, you know, 18 to 19, and I would have liked to have watched Legopolis with the new special effects and then watch Castrovalva with the new special effects, but hey ho, it's not to be. But yeah, look forward to giving that a watch. So the last two Blu-rays I'm going to show you are steelbooks, and the first is this Doctor Who and the Daleks on steelbook, which is very nice. This is obviously the first Peter Cushing Dalek film, which is very nice. You can see the artwork, you know, very much reminds me of like a 60s sort of Dalek annual, or what you'd see in a Doctor Who annual, really, so it's very nice. Now this was exclusive to Zavvi. I believe there was 2,000 copies of these made, and they are absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to give these a watch, because I do like the Peter Cushing films. I think the second one's probably my favourite out of the two, but yeah, very nice. If you want to see me do a video on the Peter Cushing films, then comment down below. But yeah, very nice to have this on still, because I feel like, well, on Blu-ray, because I feel like the Daleks will just look absolutely fabulous in HD, because they just will really pop off the screen because they're so colourful. And the last Blu-ray I'm going to show you is, of course, this. The last Dalek film, the Dalek Invasion of Earth 2150 AD. My personal favourite out of the two, and I absolutely love the artwork on this. It's very nice with the whole TARDIS there, and the Robo-Men, and just the Dalek looking very ominous there, which is very nice. And on the back there, you've got some stills from the actual film and what the film's about, and obviously the new special features, what feature on this. I believe that Doctor and the Daleks has better special features, but you know what, this has got a Bernard Cribbins interview, so you know, that default wins, because everybody loves Bernard Cribbins. And yeah, I'm very happy to have these. Yeah, very nice to have technically completed Doctor Who steelbook range, because these were the last two steelbooks I needed, even though they're not technically Doctor Who. Update from me, you can expect, of course, Big Finish. So here we have more Big Finish. So we have Doctor Who Unbound Exile, written by Nicholas Briggs. Obviously this is now out of print. I just need Deadline to complete the Unbound range with Derek Jacobi in. So yeah, I've heard that this is absolutely terrible, so I'm not expecting this to be amazing, and I don't think I ever was expecting this to be amazing, but I might review this just for a laugh, really, because obviously the whole female Doctor thing's still very topical, and obviously this is Big Finish's kind of take on doing a female Doctor, but in a very spoofy way. So I may review this at some point. I mean, I don't think it was intentionally meant to be a spoof, but it just comes across that way. So yeah, who knows? I may review that in the future, just for, you know, a laugh, really, just for a bit of fun. Next up, we have the Early Adventures Series 5. So we have the Dalek Occupation of Winter, which I have just started listening to. I listened to part 1 last night, and it reminds me very much of the Elite, the Fifth Doctor Lost Story, Power of the Daleks, and the Crotons. It's kind of a weird merge of those stories. This story has been heavily praised by Big Finish people, and of course Big Finish themselves, because it does something very unique with the Daleks. So we'll see about that, what I make of it, because I do plan on overviewing Series 5 of the Early Adventures like I did with Series 4. But hopefully it's a good one, because I do like the Early Adventures with the First Doctor, Stephen and Vicky. And I believe that this is the first story where they sort of flow into one, much like how it did back in the day with sort of Rescuing the Romans, that type of vibe, where I believe that there's a bit of a character arc going throughout these stories. So the next story within this series is An Ideal World by Ian Potter. I've heard nothing but good things about this release, so I look forward to giving that one a go. I think that it's TARDIS Guy 123's favourite story from the series, so I hope that it's a very good one. It does look very promising and does seem very intriguing. Then we have the third story, Entanglement, by Robert Kahn and Tom Salinsky, who wrote the Ravelli Conspiracy, another early adventure which I highly praise. Brilliant historical, so I hope that they deliver on that front with Entanglement. So yeah, very exciting and looking forward to giving that one a go. And then the last story from the series is the crash of the UK 201 or 201, whatever you want to say. But yeah, with older Vicky, I think that's meant to be quite an interesting story, and I think it ties into the rescue. Big Finish is unit revisitations with a Wirren two-parter and a sequel to the Mind of Evil. Does the Mind of Evil need a sequel? Probably not, because Big Finish have a weird phase now where they're just doing unnecessary sequels, so who knows. But yeah, I asked TARDIS Guy 123 about this box set because he got it on a whim, and I said, is it any good? And he said, you know what, the second half's pretty decent, because I've heard the Wirren story is the weakest because it is a two-parter. I think the Wirren story, I think amongst people, is the weaker half of the box set actually. A Breach of Trust is meant to be one of the best new series unit stories what they've ever done, so I look forward to giving that a go. I think it's TARDIS Guy 123's favourite story from the unit saga. Then we have Open the Box, which is the sequel to the Mind of Evil. Like I said, does it need to be a sequel? Probably not, but it's Big Finish right now, isn't it? But yeah, the Wirren two-parter doesn't interest me because everybody loves the Ark in space, and I believe that this is the first time the Wirren have been on Earth in modern day. All the Wirren stories have been, you know, set in the future. So yeah, there's a nice little fact for you there, unless I'm wrong, but yeah, very nice there. And then the last box set is the War Master, Master of Callus. Yeah, what can I say about this box set? Well, I haven't listened to it, that's a good start. But yeah, I'm not expecting miracles with this box set because I've heard that it's not as good as the first box set, and let's be honest, the first box set is just brilliant, it's amazing, and I just absolutely love the first box set. And I feel like the War Master series kind of is going down the Dark Eyes format, because when I was getting into Big Finish, the big thing was Dark Eyes. The first Dark Eyes box set is just a masterpiece, and then after you know Dark Eyes 2, 3 and 4, it did go a bit downhill, really, and I feel like the War Master is going down that same path. Really, nothing is going to beat the first volume because it's just such a strong set of stories. So yeah, I would love to be proven wrong, but I do feel like this sort of has the Dark Eye syndrome in a way. I know I haven't listened to it. I've heard that it's a very messed up box set with the story content, but I'm not expecting it to be as good as the first box set because, like I said, that first box set is just absolutely incredible. So we'll see if it makes my top 10 Big Finish releases of 2018. But yeah, War Master renewed, very nice. So yeah, look forward to giving that a go because I do love myself some Derek Jacobi. Next items are some mugs. Because I'm British, I like a cup of tea, and I got these lovely mugs from the Clayton Hickman Red Bubble store. I got the Third Doctor intro, which looks absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love it because it very much matches my sort of channel art motif. And then I got Splink, because obviously we need Pertwee telling us how to cross the road with the green code. Very nice. Yeah, Clayton Hickman, fantastic Redbubble store. The final thing in this collection update which I'm going to show you is a lovely vinyl, and it is a Record Store Day exclusive from 2017, and it is this Doctor Who and the Pescatons, what includes the Doctor Who sound effects as well on the other side, which is very nice. It's a double vinyl, which is always good, and it has the sound effects from those stories there, which is very nice. So look forward to having that full blast. And the Pescatons is a story I haven't actually listened to, so this will be my first time experiencing the Pescatons, and I'm just really excited for it, and I just love the artwork for it. It's just love the retro feel to it. It's just absolutely incredible. So I may review this in the future, just for a bit of fun and a bit of variety. But yeah, Doctor Who and the Pescatons on vinyl, and of course the sound effects. So thank you very much for watching this collection update. I hope you have enjoyed it and had a wonderful Christmas filled with some Doctor Who goodies. So yes, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video, which will either be my top 10 Big Finish releases of 2018 or the Mark of the Rani location video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. So thank you very much, and goodbye.